evening. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. And I hope that you don't mind a little bit of a more casual video than my last one. I know it's been a while. And my nails are looking slightly better than last time. And we'll see how this goes. As always, it's a little experiment. We'll see what you like. Leave me a comment below because I know what I like when it comes to ASMR. But if you have something that you like in particular, let me know. Okay, so today, I thought we'd do something a little old school. Let me just adjust this there. There we go. And just kind of flip through a magazine. I found this one particularly intriguing. It's from Bon Appetit. Sparkle and cheer. It's the holiday issue. And I'm so excited to share with you if you haven't already seen it. I love this ad with its bubblegum pink background and the colorful array of produce. It's a DoorDash ad, yes it is, but just love how colorful this is. This alone, I would be fine if it was a flap from the magazine. We have a delicious looking donut. And this is our December and January issue. So we've got the table talk section and then the features, which are some really interesting ones. And then are from the editor and everything. One that I'm so excited to share with you is the glitters one right there. It's gonna be very fun. Here we have a ranch seasoning ad. Did you use ranch over the long holiday weekend? I've never heard of anyone using it for like the more traditional holiday foods, but you know, this is America, anything can happen. Now, I think because it is the holiday issue, we have lots more ads than is typical. So here we have an ad for Oceana Cruises. And we have, let's see, who is it? Yada De Laurentiis. Probably saying that incorrectly. She's making us some pasta. Look at this, like hazy water. It's beautiful. Little arches with their flush of gold light. It's quite lovely. A glad ad, of course, and a dashing suit. Love that. This is a fun one. We've got a little gift wrap here, and it almost looks like a typewriter at this angle, but it's a pasta maker, making just ribbons of delicious fettuccine, it looks like. Here we go. This is from the gift guide. The sturdy Mercado Atlas 150 pasta maker, $89, is one of our favorite gifts. It rolls smooth sheets of pasta at adjustable thicknesses and cuts dough into 3 shapes. Don't have pasta honest with you, I was not super impressed by all of the gifts. Partially just because it's a lot of ads. I also found that it's a little bit unrealistic. Some of these gifts, like $130. What is it? Sour House? Yes. So this is a, I believe like a sourdough incubator. As far as I'm concerned, I think you can just do this without too many tools at home. But I've never successfully made sourdough, so what do I know? McCormick holiday ads. I don't think I've ever been to a house that didn't have at least one McCormick seasoning. Now, they recommend a martini gift box, and it looks like it comes with some picks. 1, 2, olives. What do we think that is? An onion, maybe? Maybe. I'm not sure. And then some cherries. Pretty snazzy stuff. And then an ad for some luxurious copper pots. Or stainless steel copper pot. I see. For the home sweet homebody. That's me. We have an espresso machine, a olive oil cake mix. Now this is interesting to me. I might not pay $87 for one. However, I tried to make an olive oil cake recently, and it was the most dense and disappointing thing. And again, I'm not much of a baker. I'm more of a cook. But it was something else. And then we have a gift of syrup. Oh, I was about to say $15 for a wine is a pretty easy gift, but this isn't wine. It's simple syrup with flavors. Sorry, cane sugar and agave. It's not just a simple syrup. She's lots. The host with the most. Some dipped candles. And some metal coasters, which personally, I don't know that I would enjoy a metal coaster. I feel like they would get rings pretty easily. I don't know. But you could also use them as something else, I guess. Anyway, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And as far as candles go, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a sweet little apron over here. That's $168. My goodness. It's a very cute apron. It looks like it's actually pretty good. But in terms of being an apron, but I don't know. She must be made absolutely zero waste and very ethically. Otherwise, what is the point of charging that much? And this, I genuinely thought this was an article. Okay, but no. It is an ad for Regent 7 Seas Cruises. Can you believe this is very old school? We've got several photos here. One, a little gourmet looking dish. 2, of the cruise itself. 3, we've got some carolers, perhaps, if you've just decided to casually go on a cruise over the holiday. And a pair enjoying some wine. But I mean, this has articles of, like, she's got everything. We've got headers. It's, I don't know what to say, except for that it says advertisement on each one. I don't know. believe, is a fermenting jar, which honestly is very cool. And if it's real pottery, which it looks like it is, it's worth the $140 if you're really into fermenting things. So I thought that one was pretty cool. Some parchment paper. Just ran out of mine. Need to pick up some more. And a luxurious pan. Like a home cook with almost everything. And this one was interesting because I thought, now this is a gift that is pretty practical. It's a good idea. So I read it, and you tell me what you think of this. Functional, stylish kitchen gear is always at the top of a home cook's wish list. With a lid and ergonomic handle, all clad D3 tri-ply stainless steel, what a mouthful, covered fry pan from $100 at williamsonoma.com is versatile enough to brown, saute, or braise anything on the menu. See more classic cookware on page 26. I don't know that I need a $100 pan, just being a home cook, but I think it's a good idea, and something from Williams-Sonoma is always appreciated, isn't it? Capital One ad. I'm really hoping we all take vacations, aren't they? Another ad that reads like an old school, like from the 50s. It's got truly, like, you could, if you weren't reading critically or you didn't have the right glasses, you could totally miss that this was an ad. It's crazy. But this one is from Explore Charleston. So go to Charleston if you want that, I guess. Oh, and here's the other side. This is a hot pot from Fly by Jean. So I had a friend who tried to cook hot pot in a fondue pot, and it did not go super well. So I would definitely, if this is something that you would like to do on the regular, I feel like having the tools is necessary. So do I agree that it's maybe for the family you want to win over? Maybe not. Because otherwise it could end up being one of those things that just sits in your cupboard forever. But if it's someone who likes hot pot and wants to do it at home, having the right tool would be appreciated. A perfume. No, not a perfume ad. The Reed. Named as one of the world's best vodkas. Ah, vodka. What a luxurious vodka ad. So ethereal. Does this not look like a perfume bottle, though? Maybe it's just the scale of it compared to the model. Interesting stuff. And some kombucha. I do think a fancy kombucha could be a nice gift. Airpress. No, sorry. Milk steamer. Water bottle. I do like the Bon Appetit little cookbooks, or not cookbooks, journals. They have cute merch. Do wish I'd gotten my bag that I was supposed to get with my subscription, but I digress. Some fancy knives, a folding chef's knife. I've never seen that before. Wooden spoon set. Another Fly by Jean hot pot starter kit. Oh, wait, if this is the hot pot, what is this? Chili crisp set. My goodness. Wow. I don't know. I feel even less certain about this. Again, I thought chili crisp was one of those things you could just make. I don't know. A bread bag. And a coffee subscription. Beef and barley stew. Does this not just look so delicious? So, beef and barley stew. Our description here is cutting the beef into cubes and searing before cooking Cooking them through in broth helps to make this comforting stew quicker than, but just as delicious as the traditional slow cooker version. This is a recipe by Jenny Cheswick. Now, I think this is one that can be really easily adapted, oftentimes I feel like the recipes in Bon Appetit you would have to set aside time to make them, and I feel like the average person these days probably doesn't have that time. But this is one I feel like you could make, and I think that was the point for the meals this time around, if I remember correctly. I think the theme is like holiday season baking that isn't the holiday food. Oh yes, chicken meatballs with sesame green beans. Baking chicken meatballs and fresh green beans on the same baking sheet streamlines the cooking process, coating the former in a sticky soy sauce glaze and the latter in a savory tahini dressing turns both into something special. Now, I did an adaptation of this the other night, and it was so good. Again, they want you to make the meatballs from scratch. I just got some from the store that were neutral enough, and tahini is not an ingredient that I typically have on hand. So instead of getting one container for just one recipe, I adapted it a little bit and used a green onion and sesame seeds to dress the green beans. And I think it was Gordon Ramsay who once said something about how like sheet pan dinners are just, what is the point in the end, right? But I will say this is the one sheet pan dinner, or like other than just like roasting veg, that I actually found was really successful. And yeah, I recommend this one. Reynolds sprout, lemon chili calamari pasta. Calamari's not really my thing, but lemon chili sounds so good. Oh, I meant to mention, this recipe was by Kendra Vaclin. Raymond Drain's Life Blooms. Mushrooms à poivre. I don't actually know how to say that, but I love this striped tablecloth. Oh, looks so good. My partner needs quite a few. Our texture is an issue for them sometimes. So I don't know that this is necessarily a meal we would cook, but God, does it look beautiful on that page. And for this luxurious and luxe kitchen. Oh, creme brulee. I want to say it's a pie. They just call it a colossal creme brulee, but look at this. That's a serving spoon. And that's one portion of creme brulee. Is this not the most incredible idea ever? It's brilliant. Whoever thought of this? Brilliant. They always, maybe it's just my imagination, but I feel like Bon Appetit, whenever they do their articles, and I believe they're like submitted articles, perhaps submitted pieces, I'm not sure, but they seem to all be on the same theme, and I don't know if that's just this year or what, but this one's about postpartum support and community care, specifically around food. So I thought that it's a very interesting, but I am fascinated that I feel like I've read the same article several times. Okay, an ad for cheese. Need I say more? Oh, honey and bitters fruit salad. And I think this is the recipe that pairs with the article. And this looks so Bon Appetit is very into Angostura bitters lately. Diamond crystal salt, or Morton kosher salt. Half a teaspoon of ground or freshly grated nutmeg. 1 teaspoon of tahini. 6 to 7 cups of 1-inch pieces of mixed fruit, such as berries, stone fruit, melons, mangoes, kiwis, and or pineapple, peeled if needed. And you basically just mix it all together. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Skechers ad. Some friends who swear by Skechers. And for Bon Appetit this year is 56 years old, so they're using, or no, the first issue was in 56. Yeah, that's what it is. And so they are, each issue this year has had a recipe from the past, and this one is creamy cauliflower soup, and it sounds incredible, but I'm lactose intolerant, so that's going to be a no for me. Just listen to these ingredients. Does it not sound divine? 3 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil, divided, plus more for drizzling. 1 medium onion, chopped. 1.5 teaspoons of molten kosher salt. 3 garlic cloves, finely chopped. 1 large head of cauliflower, 2.5 to 3 pounds. Florets broken into small pieces, cored and chopped. 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground pepper, plus more. A cup, 3/4 cup and a half of half and half. 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, melted. 5 cups of 1-inch cubes of country-style bread, preferably day old. Finally, 1/2 cup of finely grated Gruyere or cheddar, and 1.5 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sounds divine. And then a piece about capers and how you can use them for other things. Again, not something that I feel like needs to take up space in my fridge. I wish things like this, you could just get like a small amount. And some places have bulk or like an antipasta bar, right? But again, I want to say this is a nice thought. Subscription box for Bon Appetit could be interesting. Another double page ad with articles for St. Pete in Clearwater, Florida. Don't go to Florida. Back pocket caper butter chicken. And I believe that's what the capers were leading into. This is one of those meals that I feel like could either be a big hit or a lot of expense for a small amount of payoff, if you know what I mean. And here we have the ads for products, product placements for products that don't have a full page, but they're all just crammed in here like it is a recommended from the Bon Appetit. So, do that what you will. And I think I'll pause this video here so that we can get into the second half.